On this week's episode,
we talk about what's going on this lockdown world.
Yes, the virus which shall not be named.
And we announce the winner of our giveaway.
Yay!
The one. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Start with our giveaway?
Straight to business, let's give this.
None of this coming up thing. Okay, so the winner of our 4K Ultra HD copy of Saving Private Ryan, starring Tom Hanks and directed by the one, the only Steven Spielberg, is...
Mr. Wilson!
Mr. Wilson.
Not from Dennis the Menace.
Right.
It's our Instagram follower named Mr. Wilson's gonna receive this amazing Oscar winner movie to enjoy with the family during the lockdown.
Yes. So, stay tuned for future giveaways.
Yeah, thank you for following and enjoy the movie. We're gonna get in touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know where to find you.
Yeah. Yeah, we have our eyes on you because we're Retina.
Get it? Anyways, something else we've got our eye on is Wonder Woman 1984. I'm so excited for this movie, but they just announced that they're delaying its release until, was it August?
August. After a lot of consideration, they were considering releasing straight to home video, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, streaming, but decided to theater release in August. And hopefully by August, way before August, the situation will be normal and we will be able to go out and to go to the theaters to see Wonder Woman.
It's nice to have something to look forward to, and maybe that can kind of help breathe some life back into the struggling theater industry.
Yeah.
We'll see. What else is going on?
About movie theaters, one business booming during these lockdown days are the drive-ins.
Oh, yeah.
People are going out to see movies at the drive-ins where they don't have contact with other people, so they can keep the so-called social distancing and they can watch movies. And the drive-in theaters are making good money and getting a lot of people these days, where it's possible, like around here we would not have
cold.
It's cold, it's not possible. Well, whatever the weather permits, there's still some movies you can go and see.
We went to a drive-in once. It was one of our first dates.
It was a double feature.
It was, although I don't think I made it through.
She watched one and she slept through the other one.
Yeah. It was like Fast and Furious 27 or something.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen the first few.
And I've seen that one before, so I didn't care much.
Honestly, I don't even remember what the first
one.
It was Thor.
Was Thor? I thought it was bigger.
Thor.
Wasn't Avengers?
It wasn't Avengers. I think it was Avengers.
Star Wars? It was a big one.
It was Avengers.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, big one. It's a fun experience, and you still get to go out and do something. You still have the big screen. But yeah, you get the social distancing. You can talk as much or as little as you'd like without bothering anybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of perks to it. Yeah, okay. So, drive-ins. Awesome. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost of Shaun of the Dead fame have given us their very own plan. Just like they had a plan for dealing with the zombie apocalypse, now they've given us a plan for dealing with that which shall not be named because I'm just so tired of hearing about it. It's a short, 3-ish minute clip on YouTube called The Plan. I'll just spoil it for you right here now. It's basically, if you can, stay home, have a cup of tea, don't go to the Winchester, call somebody if you think they might be lonely, and generally be nice.
That's very different than the what's it called, the World's End, is that what it's called? The third movie on the Cornetto
trilogy. I don't think I've actually seen it.
Okay.
I never finished it.
So yeah, the third one is like the World's End, the end of the world or something like that. And the goal is to go. The plan is to go to all the bars, pubs in the area, in the same night, the same day, something like that.
Wow.
So it's very different than this plan.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Do the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Stay home and have a cuppa.
On these times of lockdown, Amazon Prime is making available their catalog for kids. Everything is free for you and your kids to watch and enjoy. Another good freebie is Patrick Stewart through CBS All Access made it available the first season of Picard, Star Trek Picard.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yes, it's all available there for the fans. For this one, you need to use a gift code. Yeah, I think it's called gift. Yeah, yeah, it's gift or the gift.
It's not a good code.
Yeah,
it's easy to figure out.
Well, it's free. You know, they want everybody to see it. So
it's not very secure.
You know, it's not to be secure. It's free. It's
okay.
Not, you know. So yeah. What else that I can remember? I just received an email that for the Hulu users, even the regular users that don't have live broadcast, they're gonna have live ABC News for free, no additional cost. So you can watch the news if you want to watch the news 24/7, which is.
Personally, I don't recommend, but it's good to stay up to date.
Movie, a TV show, go play video games, go,
do anything
play
else.
with the kids.
Yeah.
Sleep. Yeah.
What a dream.
What else?
Josh Gad has been doing a lot of children's literature, reading it over Twitter, I guess. I'm not big on Twitter, but so Josh Gad has been doing. LeVar Burton sent out an appeal. He wanted to do something similar, but was having trouble finding good family-friendly content that wouldn't violate any kind of copyright issues. And so Neil Gaiman responded and very generously just gave him blanket permission to read any of his work. So
the writer, creator of Lucifer. I mean, not creator of Lucifer. That was God. But the comic book,
yes,
Lucifer by DC Comics, Vertigo.
Yeah.
John Constantine, Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
What else?
Just a prolific author.
Sandman.
Is it him behind? Yeah. Is it Good Omens, Bad Omens?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Amazon show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
So there you go.
Patrick Stewart again. He's reading Shakespeare online for fans, and there's a lot of other people, artists doing concerts and stuff online. So people stay at home and can enjoy these kind of things.
If you have Facebook, I highly recommend finding Yo-Yo Ma and following him. He's been doing little mini concerts and performances throughout the whole lockdown, social distancing thing. So a lot of people are stepping up and providing some really great content for us to enjoy whilst we're stuck at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So what have you been watching?
I mean, you know, it's the same thing you've been watching.
Okay, well, something I've been doing when I have some free time is I went to HBO's list of films that are going to be leaving HBO Go. HBO Now? There's so many. Whatever.
Catalog,
HBO. Yeah. Anyway, I've been going through some of those films. So I watched, watching some movies I've been meaning to watch for years and haven't gotten around to.
Yeah.
It's like Black Swan.
Oh,
amazing movie. Highly recommend it. And I realize I'm like 10 plus years too late, but it's still great.
It's good, but it's not like super popular that people talk about it, that becomes reference on other movies or TV shows, that the twist it still works. She had no idea what was about to happen.
I mean, I kind of knew because the film was really well made, and it's great storytelling. But yeah, it wasn't like other twists. Like everybody knows what happens in The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's, or in The Empire Strikes Back.
What happens in Empire Strikes Back?
We all know that Darth Vader is in fact, wait for it, Luke's father.
No!
It is possible. Search your feelings. You know it to be
Ben.
true.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Black Swan, and then I watched another, like, a smaller movie called, wait for it, I'll dig it out of my memory.
Oh, that was small. You can't.
Oh, it's kind of a funny story. Again, older movie, like 10, 15 years old. It was Zach Galifianakis and this girl whose face I know is one of her first
Hangover?
films.
No, that's not. That's
No. It's called It's Kind of a Funny Story.
Oh, that's the movie.
That's the name of the film.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about this teenager in New York City who is just overwhelmed with everything, and he.
Who's the girl?
I can't remember her name. She's in. Now I'm gonna do that mom thing where I can't remember anything. I'll just tell you details. Remember that movie about this like social media game that they play? It's like
Nerve?
Yeah, Nerve. It's that. Oh,
it's them. Roberts.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
she
it's
was
her.
in The Hunt too. She died.
Yeah.
For a second.
Such a great movie. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's her, but this was a while ago. This kid, he admits himself to, he thinks he's going to commit suicide. And so he admits himself to a psychiatric ward. But this hospital, the teen psychiatric ward, is being renovated. So all the teens are with the adults. And so there's just really interesting dynamics. As he spends 5 days in this hospital getting himself put back together.
Okay.
Good movie. Anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Okay, I'm trying to finish Glow season 3 slowly. I watched an episode here and there. What else? We started watching the HBO show A Plot Against America.
Yeah, that's been a good one.
Yeah.
Everyone's turning out good performances.
Yeah, it's a fictitious. It happens in a fictional world where what's his bucket?
Charles Lindbergh.
Charles Lindbergh runs for president, and it's kind of a Nazi. So the Jews in the country are like, oh crap.
But that's what's interesting. Not all the Jews, because so in this alternate reality, Lindbergh. This is in 1940, so before the United States has gotten involved in World War II. But at this point, FDR was already kind of pushing the country in that direction, and so in this AR, Lindbergh he's campaigning by presenting this dichotomy. It's Lindbergh or war, like that's your choice. And so even though he's super anti-Semitic, there's just some really interesting, it's a really interesting thought experiment. And anyway, even though he's like super anti-Semitic, what we see in the show is like this Jewish family, they're divided. Some of them are more concerned about getting involved in a war versus having this anti-Semite as a president.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting stuff. Very thought-provoking.
Also, the new season of Westworld is out, and as usual, complex, confusing, compelling, with some crazy stuff going on. Yeah. And as usual, you have no idea how the timeline fits. If it's past, if it's future, but it's good. And
it is. This one has a really different tone. Because we're not in the cowboy, we're not actually in Westworld anymore.
Yeah, they left the Westworld and they are in the outworld, the real world, if you can call it that.
What even is real? I don't know. It has a much stronger like sci-fi element to it.
Yeah, the whole real thing is actually something I keep thinking about. It's like, is this even real?
Yeah, that seems to be the thing with this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, good times. Recommend it.
What else have you been watching? I guess that's it. Broadcast TV.
Yeah.
Prodigal Son and CW shows. Yeah. I want to go back to that Nazi show, The Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, we're so behind on that.
Yeah.
But we do need to get back to that. I've been enjoying Supergirl more recently. I feel like it's still not my favorite, but I feel like they're getting a little bit back to their roots of, being a superhero show. Less talking, more doing. And Supergirl finally acknowledged that maybe Lena Luthor is just actually has done some terrible things, and so Supergirl can't. Anyway, I feel like we had a nice turn there.
Yeah, I guess it's
important.
okay. They keep trying to do the checklist in detriment
Sure.
of the story, so it kind of drags the show down. But I guess it's okay. It's still better than Batwoman. But
although Batwoman, as we're starting to step away from the Alice storyline, they've introduced another story arc that I think could save the show, or at least make it more interesting.
Did they? It's like the last episode was all about Alice.
Yeah, I know, but they've started to bring up this whole issue of Luke Fox trying to track down his father's actual murder, and the idea that this wasn't like just a robbery gone wrong, that there's actually a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a
Fox's murder.
Yeah, as a secondary story, as a different character, which kind of like, I don't know, in the comic books, Luke would have his comic book, Alice would have his comic book, her comic book.
Oh, sure.
And Batwoman would have to. In the show, it's like Batwoman is the least important character so far.
It's true, and kind of the least interesting.
And
I love her look.
And if you consider Batman Year One, it's like the first year Bruce started fighting crime as bad as the Cape Crusader.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly, I mean, Alfred is always there, but it's mostly him. The relationships with everybody else is almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And in this one, there's a lot of like a half a dozen people that knows that she's Batwoman and helps, and
I don't have a problem with her having like a team or anything helping her, but we haven't really been able to see her develop at all. Like right away in the pilot, we just went straight to this conflict with Alice, and there was no mystery there. Like right away we knew that Alice was her long lost twin sister who had gone through some stuff, and I don't know, they haven't really given me a lot to be invested in, or a lot to build suspense or develop characters or anything. They spent way more time developing Alice than they did Batwoman.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it could be so cool, and it's just, I feel like it's falling short.
But she has no problem finding girlfriend.
Yeah, also everybody is lesbian. Not that there's a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's just a little much. And I was thinking, I'm going to go off on this rant, because without being able to see a lot of new movies, we don't always have a lot to talk about. So I was thinking, why did I love Birds of Prey so much? But then these CW shows are kind of bugging me, because on paper they're similar. Like they're very like female oriented and very like feminist and empowering and all of that. So why is one good than the other? And I think it's because
one is better than the other. What are we talking about?
Well, yeah, obviously I'm saying why.
Why?
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
Well, here's part of my theory. Batwoman, for example, they've made everybody lesbian. They're going out of their way to make everything. Well,
and
not just lesbian.
Not only lesbians. Like all the villains are most of the time a woman.
Exactly. Like, was it last week we had a female Joker type character, like with the cutting the smiles into people's faces. It's like they're going out of their way to make everything female. Whereas in and Supergirl, not to a much lesser extent, does that. But in Birds of Prey, it just felt like the real world. Like,
bad guys were a man.
And bad guys who were, I don't know, it felt a lot more realistic. It wasn't contrived.
There's
There's
one main difference between that. It's the old difference. Movie and TV.
Well, there's that too, yeah.
Because on TV they can get away with more stuff because they air it. It might be successful, it might be not. They're gonna get the mediocre ratings and might stay on. Mm-hmm. While at the theaters, people will pay to see, and if like right out of the bat, if it does, if people don't like it, they will not go see it.
It's true. Maybe I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the right way to articulate it. But
that's
maybe
why.
too, like
that's
with
why
Batman,
we were talking about some continuity errors and stupid mistakes they make in a lot of shows, a lot of broadcast TV shows, and it's like they don't care. It's like they just do it. It's like it's broadcast TV.
Sure.
It's not like if you watch a show like on cable, basic cable, even premium cable or movies, they have more careful of some stuff because people are paying attention. When broadcast TV, maybe people will not be paying that much of attention.
That's okay. That's
considering
fair.
There's like boom commercial in the middle of it.
Yeah. But I guess I just have been pondering this issue of like why is the feminism in one story so successful, where it's just really annoying in another. Maybe it's that like in Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman, like they didn't have to tell you, they just did it.
And no, it's more realistic because the opposite of machismo, I don't know the word, there's no word for that in English. The opposite of status quo, where men are sovereign or
patriarchy.
Yeah, the opposite of patriarchy is not feminism should not be. I mean, for some people it is, and they claim it is, and they like to be. The opposite of patriarchy should not be. Feminism should not be the opposite of patriarchy. They want equality. Some want equality, so it should be a woman with more presence on movies and TV shows. When on shows like Batwoman, it's not woman with more presence, it's woman with all the presence. And Wonder Woman was the perfect example because there was a group of men there. She had help and she was helping. It wasn't all woman.
Yeah, it was like the real world.
It was
different people.
Yeah, it was equal. It was.
With the notable exception of the mascara.
Yeah, but that's part of the story. The story.
That's different.
Yeah. Same thing with Birds of Prey. There were women there, but there were men. It's like when some schools of feminism that believe that to overcome the man we have to destroy and replace all of it. Well, no, the goal is to live with everybody. Everybody has the same opportunities.
Yes.
Because let's say, hypothetically, if man makes more money than woman, and if they want to revert that, woman make more money than man, that's not doing much. It's, it's replacing one problem for another.
Yeah.
It's revengeful, it's spiteful, and talking about spite, the season finale of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes! Oh, how could I forget?
Yeah.
These...
It was literally on fire, people.
It was fire. It was glorious. Something I've been waiting... Well, my favorite thing about the way Larry David writes, and we see this in Seinfeld, we see it in Curb Your Enthusiasm, you have all these like little threads of seemingly nothing, and then at the end they just come together in just a hilarious way, and he really nailed it this season.
Yeah.
Like stuff that I'd forgotten about from the beginning of the season suddenly became relevant again, and then tied into the season finale.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Talking about finale, we're gonna finally end this. Wow,
yeah.
That sucked. Anyways, that's all we have for this week.
That was
again,
as good as one of my segues.
Yes. This is for this week. And yeah, congrats to Mr. Wilson for the Saving Private Ryan. Enjoy the movie. And
Thanks for liking, commenting, following, sharing.
You out there, enjoy the movies. Let us know what you're watching, what you... I don't know if you want us to talk about anything. We will.
Yes.
See you next week, and hopefully things will be better. And stay safe out there. Stay in there, actually.
Yeah.
Don't go out.
Don't go out. Don't touch people.
Yeah.
And in the words of Wonder Woman, love will save the world.
Yeah.
So be kind to each other.
Yeah.
Help each other.
And may the force be with you.
Wakanda forever.
Bye.
Bye.